Hi, thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it. Several of my clients and I have been talking this week about the practice of gratitude and how important it is to those in recovery. But I don't think it has to be limited to those that are in recovery for substances or alcohol. Because if you're in this thing called life, we are all in recovery. Some of us are dealing with the loss of a parent, the loss of a child, possibly a divorce. Maybe it's our children going off to school for the first time. Maybe it's having surgery or poor body image. You see, if we're in this thing called life, we are healing from something, and I think gratitude is a fantastic practice. What is gratitude? Well, gratitude is the appreciation or thanks for anything that is meaningful and valuable to you. So I've been studying this gratitude practice for several years now. And what I do know is that there's a lot of empirical data that tells us what a great thing it is. Why does empirical data mean anything to you? Well, what we have found out is that people that study and use gratitude have an enhanced sense of well-being, have more satisfaction with their lives. We have found that people that have practicing gratitude, they have better duration and quality of sleep. These people are more apt to give forgiveness, are more empathetic, more loving, and more respectful of others. They also have a better sense of their self and higher self-esteem. So I don't know what's not to like about this. So I'm going to issue the same challenge that was given to me several years ago, and that is to grab a journal, write 10 things a day for 30 days. That's right, 30 days. Just 10 things, and it can be bullet points. You don't have to write a huge sentence, just bullets. One of the gentlemen that I took a course from not too long ago talked about his own gratitude. And he wakes up every single morning and he puts one foot on the ground and he says thank you. His next step on the ground, he also says thank you. Now this guy happens to be a shower guy first thing in the morning. I'm a cup of joe girl. I like my cup of coffee. But he knows that there are 12 steps between his bed and the shower. So think about it. He's had 10 gratitudes, 10 thank yous, or 12 thank yous from the time he wakes up to the time he starts his shower. That's amazing. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and he told me that one of the things that he put on his gratitude list was his thumbs. That's right, his thumbs. Think about it, how much your thumbs do. Well, mine text, they push buttons, they grab things. I thought I need to put that on my list. It doesn't matter if it's big or small. It's the fact that you're putting it out into the universe, that you're writing it down, and that you're making it a more conscious practice. I encourage you to try to get in the habit of doing it. When I studied again 2 years ago with this one gentleman, his practice was also to start thinking about what I was going to put on my list in the evening. That changed my practice entirely. So I go throughout my day and I get excited when I find something that I'm going to put on my list that evening. One day I remember finding a dandelion in a totally brown field. I thought it was gorgeous, and it's a weed. And the one thing you'll always find on my gratitude list is clean sheets when I get them. They're awesome. So what can you find, big or small? Start writing it down. Get in the habit, 30 days. Again, I think you're going to find this practice to be tremendous. You see, when I look back at my books on my bedside table, I realize that I started this practice not just a couple days ago, not 30 days ago. I started this practice 8 years ago. And I have to tell you that when I get in a section of my life and I think I'm feeling a little down, things aren't going really well for me, I'm not in a happy place, and I start to evaluate where I am, I immediately go and see whether I'm continuing my gratitude work. And sure enough, it might be weeks or months that I have not paid attention to my gratitude list. And as soon as I start it back, I'm back on the right track again. What we know is it truly does change the way you think and that you behave and how you treat others. And most importantly, how you treat yourself. So come on, what's to stop you? It's a pen, a crayon, a piece of paper, just 10 things a day, 30 days. Thanks for joining me. Come on back. And in the meantime, mind your health.